Hello, faithful, and welcome to another edition of White Throne Metal Radio's Top 10 Songs. I'm your host, Keven Crothers, station manager for White Throne Metal Radio and staff writer for Heaven's Metal magazine. Hey, I'm glad you decided to tune in with us today. We'll go over the brief catalog of Christian punk metal band One Bad Pig. If you're not familiar with One Bad Pig, we'll go over a couple of their albums briefly, talk about their top 10 songs. They were very unique. They did not sound, One Bad Pig did not sound like anybody else. Frankly, it's like, what did they sound like? Sound like One Bad Pig. Punky with metal elements thrown in. There are a couple of the albums that I thought I had that I don't have. Primarily, I don't have. They did release a new record about 3 years ago, in 2016, 2017. I don't have that one, so I can't bring that material into this. I also, I don't have their quintessential, it was a greatest hits kind of thing that was put out, but I do have the three main albums. The EP, A Christian Band, I had for a long time, but unfortunately, in the Great Purge of 2001, it was a victim, so I don't have that to show you. It was a 6-song EP. About half of those songs were re-recorded for their debut album for Pure Metal. But the albums themselves, the EP, A Christian Band, came out in 86. It was 1986, 6 songs. It was on cassette and vinyl. Vinyl is pretty hard to find. I think it might have been reissued, but I know it was reissued as a CD. I just don't have that here yet. In 1989, their debut album on Pure Metal, produced by Billy Smiley from Whiteheart. The thing with One Bad Pig is they're fun. They are a fun band to watch. They're a fun band to listen to. One Bad Pig, just a great band. Guitar player Paul Kupek, a fantastic player. Gone on to do other things. The second album, Swine Flu. This one, they actually were picked up by Myrrh Records. And with that, they got out of the pure metal EMI quagmire, I'll say. EMI owns that back catalog of a lot of the Christian bands like White Cross and Bride. Their biggest albums are owned by EMI, and that's why you don't see those particular records remastered and reissued. The licensing fees, as I understand it, are quite a bit higher. Third record was I Scream Sunday. This one, again, third album. And I'm sorry if I'm going too fast. Then they did record a live album. One Bad Pig Live. Yes, this is a demo. Distributed by Word Records, which I'm not sure. Word is owned, it was Myrrh through Word, and I had a chance to see One Bad Pig once in Cornerstone, and I believe that was 1990. And I remember that year, 1990, was the year of the swine flu, in the sense of, was One Bad Pig. That summer, this album really killed it for me that summer. A couple of things. We go over the 10 songs. What I didn't do, though, there are 3 cover songs that they did that are fantastic. They're not included in my top 10. And some of you are going, what? They didn't write the songs. Now, if you're not familiar with what those songs were, Judas Kiss by Petra, a great version of that on Swine Flu, as well as Christmas Time by Larry Norman, also on Swine Flu. And then the big deal was they did a duet, essentially, with Johnny Cash on Ice Cream Sunday, and they did Man in Black. It's a great rendition. It's a great song. Johnny Cash sings on it. I'm not sure if I remember right if there's no photos of him in here, but there are photos out there with One Bad Pig and Johnny Cash doing that. On the Swine Flu album, Bob Hartman helped play guitar. Phil Keaggy played guitar on the track Desperation. Good stuff. But those three songs, Judas Kiss, Christmas Time, and Man in Black, are not part of the top 10. So coming in at number 10, off of Ice Cream Sunday, Cut Your Hair. It's a great, groovy, hooky song. Probably a little more metal than the punk element to it. But that was one of the things about One Bad Pig, was they wrote really catchy songs. Cut Your Hair comes in at number 10. Number 9, the title track off the second album, Swine Flu, where you had like this speed up, fast, punky verse, and then it goes into this swing almost for the chorus of Swine Flu. A great song. Absolutely a great song. Coming in at number 8, album closer off of Ice Cream Sunday, Holy My Lord. WHOLLY, My Lord. A great anthem, almost more of a praise type song, but very punk in its element, a great hook and a great melody. Catchy as all get out. You listen to that once and it'll get stuck in your head. Holy My Lord comes in at number 8. Coming in at number 7. And I think some of you, if you're One Bad Pig fans, would probably think this song would be higher up on the list. But coming in at number 7, Isaiah 6. That was one of the songs off of a Christian band that they redid for the debut album Smash. Isaiah 6 is all about that chapter 6 of Isaiah. Who will go for us? Who will I send? Here am I. Send me. Great song. Absolutely a great song. A barn burner. It's fast. It's got the punk element, but a metal driven as well. Again, One Bad Pig, they're fun. It's fun music to listen to, even when the lyrical content, like in this case, gets pretty heavy. Fun to listen to. Coming in at number 6, Alter Ego. Off of Swine Flu, another groovy, it's got a great groove and a great hook. It's almost poppy, I guess you could say, in its melody and the way it's put together. Pop rock. That's not a pop rock song, don't get me wrong, but before all of the power punk stuff, or punk pop, or whatever you want to call it, in the 90s, there was some of that One Bad Pig was already doing. Alter Ego comes in at number 6. Great song. Alter Ego. Coming in at number 5, Godarchy, off of Smash. Such a great opening track. It had that. One of the things with One Bad Pig, their albums were very produced, more produced obviously than their the EP, but it really strong songs. And Godarchy, the vocal is all over the place. Carrie Womack's vocal is all over the place. It's a great track. Godarchy comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, off of Swine Flu, Red River. And to me, this really reminds me of The Cult. This whole song reminds me of The Cult. And it's got atmosphere. It's got a great hook at the chorus. And it's a brilliant song. And it's haunting at times. Great tune. Comes in at number 4, which is Red River. Coming in at number 3, off the debut, off of Smash, Looney Tune. I mean, it's silly, it's fun, It runs about a minute and a half long. And, I mean, seriously, on the sacrificial altar in a deli in New York, you might find a leg of lamb, but you won't find no pork. I've never ever killed a man. I swear I've never lied. But God said, you've done quite enough. You pig, your bacon's fried. One bad pig, our claim to fame. One bad pig, what a stupid name. One bad pig, God won't take ham. One bad pig, Christ is the Lamb. And it just goes on. It's, like I say, it's a quick, it's got the Looney Tune whole element to it, like from Looney Tunes, interspersed with this pump, straightforward, great song. Looney Tune comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2, back to the Swine Flu album, Thrash Against Sin. Fast, punk, it's a great song. Real catchy, thrash against sin, and a lot of fun, again. Coming in at number 1, and I honestly, One Bad Pig has written so many really great songs that I had a hard time picking my number 1. But when I went back through everything, I said, when I look at these, the song that I really always dig, and it was kind of a set piece when they would play, and that is Smash the Guitar. Smash the Guitar off the debut comes in at number 1. And it's a great song. Again, they would do wordplay, twist. It's got a great hook. It's a little more of a metal track than a punk song, but it's got just such energy. So much energy. I mean, it's a great song. Smash the Guitar comes in at number 1. How about some honorable mentions? Had to have a few of those. Bowl of Wrath, got that punky element also going on. Never Forget the Cross off of Ice Cream Sunday. And then how about the song Ice Cream Sunday? Both of them. They do 2 songs called Ice Cream Sunday on that album. And it's good. I just felt like that this one, again, the 3 studio albums are all produced by Billy Smiley here. There were just parts I felt like this was becoming more production, more produced. And they wrote some great songs. Take a Look at Yourself, You're a Pagan, Just for a Good Man. There's some really good songs on here. But it just didn't have that punk metal element in the sense that it was just maybe a little too polished. I mean, of course, Man in Black with Johnny Cash is on that album, and then, on Swine Flu with Judas Kiss and Christmas Time. Absolutely brilliant stuff. And yes, I mentioned Desperation. It's a great song. Didn't make my top 10. It's got guitar work on there by Phil Keaggy. And then there's some bass solo elements. And there's a rap portion when that was really the big deal back then. Jimmy Lee did the bass solo on Desperation, and the rap vocal is by MC Tommy Sims. Dan Huff also does guitar work on Alter Ego. Should have mentioned that earlier in the top 10. Bob Hartman, again, like I mentioned, on Judas Kiss. Dale Oliver, guitar solo on Big Stomach. Just One Bad Pig. If you've not heard them and you're looking for something maybe a little different, they're fun. If you like Grave Robber, for instance, you're going to love One Bad Pig. It's in the same ballpark, not at the same position. And no real hardcore stuff like The Lead, per se, but just some great songs. And like I said, I got a chance to see them once at Cornerstone. They were fantastic. Just a lot of fun all the way around. So let's go over my top 10 again. Coming in at number 10, Cut Your Hair. Coming in at number 9, Swine Flu. Coming in at number 8, Holy My Lord. followed by number 7 with Isaiah 6. Number 6 is Alter Ego, and number 5 is Godarchy. Number 4, Red River. Number 3, Looney Tune. Number 2 is Thrash Against Sin with my number 1, White Throne Metal Radio's favorite One Bad Pig song, Smash the Guitar. There you have it. What's coming up on White Throne Metal Radio? Don't forget, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're playing all kinds of Christian hard rock and heavy metal from the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and the 2020s now. So check us out. There's a link in the description below, as well as Heaven's Metal Magazine. Don't forget, what are your top 10 One Bad Pig songs? Put those in your comments below. Appreciate the like and subscribe. And coming up, going to be doing the Crucified. Crucified's coming up next, so you'll want to check that one as well. And another one in the pipeline, you'll be seeing some pictures, I think, forthcoming. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Don't forget to say your prayers, and God bless.
Lifted, they can't open me. I'll reinvigorate you, give you drinking in a day. I'm on my feet and moving, get straight through on a time. See me striving, eagle twinkle, biggest on a fly. You'd have to see it.